What's going on, guys? Fun with Knives back again. Got another knife unboxing for you today, and one I am really excited about. This is yet another Kershaw Emerson collaboration CQC line to add to my collection. This is the CQC-4KXL. Now, if you guys remember, I did a review on the CQC-4K, this one. I love this knife. Something about the design just really called to me, and this thing's seen a lot of use. I love throwing it in my pocket. I think it's a great functional cutting tool, as well as something I'm just aesthetically attracted to. So I was thinking about this 4KXL as soon as it came out, and I waited. It kind of fell off the radar for me, and then the CQC-9K came into my collection, and I realized, I was like, man, I really do like these larger Kershaw Emerson knives, so it's time to give that 4KXL a shot. So I'm gonna open it up, give you guys my initial impressions real quick. This box got a little beat up in shipping, but we'll show you what comes with the knife. You got some extra hardware, some screws here, and then you got your normal paperwork in there saying how to open the wave opener and stuff like that. Comes in this little plastic sheath here, and there's the blade. This thing is freaking huge. This has got to be my biggest folder to date, and man, that is a smooth action on this knife. I'm really surprised on that action out of the box. The 9K wasn't like that. So before I give you guys the specs and some of my initial impressions, look at some size comparisons. So there's your 4KXL. Here's the normal 4K. You can see that this is much larger. Definitely a big blade. We'll bring back in that CQC-9K. These are similar in size. I think this, in fact, has a little bit bigger handle, but this definitely has the bigger blade. What else do we got here? How about something a little bit more run-of-the-mill, the Kershaw Skyline. That's a big size difference. So, specs on this one, guys. Your blade length is 3.875 inches. Your handle length is 5 1/8 inches, making your overall length 9 inches on the dot. A 9-inch folding knife. Holy crap, this thing is huge, and I love it. Your blade thickness is 0.12 inches, and your handle thickness is 0.46 inches. So a big knife for sure, but it only weighs 6.1 ounces, and that might be the only time anyone said that. It only weighs 6.1 ounces. But to keep in mind, this 9K weighs a little bit more. In fact, this, where did I put it? This ZT-0456 weighs more. And even, if I can find it too, the CRKT Amicus weighs more. So out of these four knives, this one is the lightest. And not by a whole lot. We're talking, half an ounce or less, honestly. But still, that is a pretty cool achievement to make a blade this big that only weighs 6 ounces, to me. And I think there's a lot of capability in this blade. So if we focus in on it, heavily stonewashed grinds, satin flats. Oh, that's awesome. Stonewashed spine. Emerson knife designs and his skull logo there. I love the spear point. That's the thing that really called me to get this 4K, was the spear point. I love the shape of that blade. It looks so cool, and they're actually extremely functional for EDC, I found. Nice blade stock, not too thick, not too thin. Got a nice acute tip there. Gonna be a great piercer. That's what this thing's made for. It's a close quarters combat knife, but definitely a good larger EDC blade. I can tell that already. On the back here, Kershaw logo, Kai logo as well, and then your model number 6055. So everything about the blade shape I love. It's 8CR14 MOV steel, so nothing extravagant there, but decent enough for my tasks. Your deployment is going to be the thumb disc, of course. Get a little bit of texturing on it, and this thing is smooth right out of box. That was something surprising to me because this 9K was not. I had to clean it up a little bit, and it has the same action now. All the CQC series are riding on Teflon washers. You can see those in there. And honestly, they're fairly smooth in comparison to a lot of my manual action knives if they're not on ball bearing. So it leaves nothing to be desired for me. And then of course you have your wave opener to snag on your pocket to open the knife as you withdraw it. That's the selling point of these. That's why these things are so damn cool. Your lockup, steel frame lock. Hitting a little late, to be honest, but I mean, the lockup is so secure that I don't really care. Blade centering, absolutely perfect. Stonewashed steel side here. I love that they stonewashed that instead of bead blasting it like the 6 and the 7K. Looks so much better. Black hardware on this one, black clip. Kind of little for this size of knife, but I'm not going to complain. I don't know how this carries too well yet. Lanyard hole here, skull on the clip, of course, and then you do have your G10 top scale and your normal hardware, as in a Phillips head screw and a flat head screw for the pivot. So guys, initial impressions on this thing is badass 100%. It's in the same class, it fulfills the same function as this 9K. I'm definitely a fan of these larger CQC series knives. I still love this one. I've had the 5 and the 6K in the past. I still have the 8K lying away, around somewhere. But these knives are awesome. I think they're extremely capable, but they're not super easy to carry. That's what I'm finding with this one. I gotta watch what I wear with these, so it weighs down your pants a little bit, but I'll talk about that in the reviews of the knives. But right now, I don't think this thing could get a higher initial score for me. And this is definitely a knife that you gotta like it to buy it. I mean, a lot of people aren't attracted to the spear point look. They don't like Emerson's designs. I mean, there's so much handle here. The ergonomics are awesome in both grips here, the normal ones anyway. But some people would never even consider carrying a knife this big, and I totally get that. I get that this might not be your thing, but this is mine for sure. This is my biggest folding knife, and this is not going to be one that's going to be leaving my collection. No way in hell. This is just one big ass, badass knife. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening to me rave about my new CQC-4KXL, and make sure to have fun with your knives.